This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has approved a resolution in regards to the National Qualification Framework. The framework is regarded as the first instrument for the classification of educational qualifications at the higher, general, technical and vocational training sectors in the UAE. The approval comes in line with the UAE's vision to transform the country into a knowledge-based and innovative-based economy. The National Qualification Framework will classify and name all qualifications obtained in the UAE, starting from the first level's Certificate 1, granted to those under the level of the General Education Secondary School and who have basic knowledge of reading, writing and mathematics. The resolution also sets out a framework of 10 levels for the UAE, the 10th being for the doctoral degree, and indicates a master's in a specialised field of knowledge. The National Qualification Authority will be tasked with circulating the qualification framework to the federal and local authorities so as to start a pilot implementation effective from the day of publishing in the official Gazette. The UAE Ministry of Labour has announced that the Eid Al Fitr holiday for all private sector employees will begin on the first and second days of Shawal and will resume work on the 3rd of Shawal. According to officials, Shawal will begin on either August the 8th or 9th. This comes after the Federal Authority of Human Resources announced on Tuesday that UAE government offices will be closed from Wednesday, August the 7th, corresponding to the 29th day of Ramadan, and will reopen on the 4th day of the month of Shawal in celebration of Eid Al Fitr. Shawal 4 will fall on Sunday, August the 11th, if Eid begins on Thursday, August the 8th. There are more than 8.6 million Syrians currently affected by the ongoing crisis, according to a report by the UAE Ministry of International Cooperation and Development. The report cites the situation as the worst humanitarian crisis in the present time, with 4.2 million people affected, half of whom are children and who are now homeless in Syria. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization and World Food Programme, 4 million Syrians are now suffering from food insecurity. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization is warning the heightened risks of communicable disease outbreaks at refugee camps. These include waterborne diseases such as diarrhea, typhoid, cholera and hepatitis, and vaccine-preventable diseases such as measles, which reappear among displaced people due to a drop in national vaccination coverage. In an effort to help and alleviate some of their suffering, the UAE has provided 130.2 million dirhams in humanitarian assistance to the Syrian people, both within Syria and in other countries, since the start of the current crisis. The Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque Centre in Abu Dhabi has been welcoming hundreds of thousands of worshippers in the past 2 weeks during the holy month and has served iftar to 340,000 worshippers. A total of 340,000 fasting Muslims broke their fast at the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque during the 2nd and 3rd weeks of Ramadan as a part of the Iftar Saim, or serving iftar to a fasting person scheme, which has been held annually in memory of the late UAE founding father. During the 2nd and 3rd weeks of Ramadan, more than 21,000 iftar meals have been prepared by the Armed Forces Officers Club in Abu Dhabi and served to the faithful in air-conditioned tents set up in the compounds of the mosque. The centre has formed a number of committees comprising of its employees and volunteers in collaboration with a number of government entities in the country. Solar-powered caps have been distributed to Dubai municipality labourers in an effort to help them stay cool during the summer period. This is among the latest initiative from the civic body to further ensure the welfare and well-being of their 2,000 workers who help keep the city's streets clean. The custom-made caps are fitted with small fans and solar panels, and the municipality hopes this will help reduce the stress and fatigue of those working during the peak hours in the hot climate. In addition to this, the civic body has also mobilised various initiatives for its workers, such as Takaful Box to collect donations for their well-being, as well as iftar kit distributions. And finally, looking to other news now, if you're looking for something different to do over the weekend, perhaps taking a tour of the world's largest passenger aircraft might be just the thing. The Emirates A380 is now available on Google Street View. People can go on a virtual tour inside the iconic twin-deck, four-aisle aircraft. It is known as the world's most fuel-efficient jet in its class, burning 20% less fuel than its nearest competitor. The plane, with a wingspan of 79.8 metres, has a maximum passenger capacity of 517 people on board and can also cover 15,000 kilometres in a single trip. The tour allows access into all the suites, including the onboard lounges and spas, as well as a pilot's view from the cockpit.